everybody, this is Lisa Andrus, Psychic Medium. This is your weekly reading for June 9th through the 15th. Today I'm using two decks because I started thinking I would just use daily guidance from your angels, but my eyes just kept being drawn to Life Purpose Oracle cards. So I feel like there are those of you that are looking for some affirmation, confirmation, or just general guidance in regards to your life purpose. And that is the way that I choose the cards, is I just go towards what I'm guided, or I feel like if my eye is drawn to something several times, then maybe I should follow that path. So here we are with two decks, and I just went as I felt guided, and we have our 3 cards for the week, and then 1 card that is a bonus card that's just an overlying theme of the week, if you will. And I'm just going to draw, and we'll see what we've got. The Monday, Tuesday card is books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Okay. So I know that I resonate with this card because I'm an author, but they're asking me to tell you that the way that I became an author, I guess I didn't even ever feel like I was qualified to be an author. But man, did I love books growing up. I read and read and read and read and read. And when I became an author, realized I had tried to write a book when I was probably about 14, and I'm 41 now, but then as I got older, I felt the guidance to write a book, but it just seems like such a daunting thing. And so I didn't, finally had my prophetic dream, wrote my book, the rest is history. And now I'm like, wow, I got this really cool bonus career that I surprisingly love in writing books, and that's mostly why I do it, because I love it. But it's still hard for me every time I sit down to write to focus, to just get out of my way about perfectionism and write and figure if there's something that needs to be fixed, I can fix it later. And there are those of you that are potential authors that this is your confirmation. This is not a dress rehearsal I am hearing. Write. Half of the battle of writing is just sitting down to do it. They're wanting me to tell you even more, which is all that I'm learning as I go along. You know, the more I write nonfiction and fiction, and the more that I write, the more I learn. And I'm even going to take some writing classes, and I'm just kind of learning as I go along. And just doing what I enjoy. I started to write fiction because I wrote my metaphysical book, Gifted, but I wanted to do something for me. So even if the fiction doesn't pick up, or whether it does, I'm writing for me and because I enjoy it. And they want you to do that which you enjoy. They also say there are other people that are listening to this that are either thinking of writing or working at a bookstore, or even starting something like a book blog. I found in my fiction writing that book blogs are very helpful to fiction authors. So maybe you're not a writer yourself, but you want to do something to support authors. Maybe start a book expo event. Like with fiction, there are a lot of author signing events. And then I know a lot of authors that don't feel like they get invited to author signings. So if you felt guided to do something like this, this is a hit for you, that's what your work is to do, is to support authors, or maybe create book covers, or start an editing service, or something that helps authors. There are so many self-published authors now. This is a hit for you if you have thought of doing that at all. And last but not least, they say some of you just need to read to escape reality, because whatever you do that takes your thoughts off of your current problems is something that allows you to get out of the way while you are manifesting your dreams. When you constantly worry about what will or will not be, you are kind of getting in your own way, whether you think you are or not, okay? So, the middle of the week card is ground yourself. They're asking me to focus on the flowers in this, and say that a great way to ground yourself with flowers or flower essences. Some of you have been getting the hit to do that. Some of you that have been feeling stressed. I feel like there are some people that I'm speaking to, 1 or 2 people directly, that have been feeling immense anxiety lately. This card is for you because you would benefit from grounding yourself. Flower essences are a great way to de-stress. And I'm even seeing like sleepy time tea, like or a peppermint tea, chamomile, something like that would benefit you and kind of help to settle your energy down. They want me to read the card now, and it says that when you detach from the awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling life. I'm also feeling like you can ground yourself with foods. Any food that comes from the ground, like potatoes, a great grounding. And what they're just saying is to relax. They're guiding me to. I watch the Long Island Medium. I don't know about you guys or if you even get that show. But I know that the Long Island Medium, Teresa Caputo, she wrote a book and said something that I really resonated with and might have wrote to a little bit in my own book, but that before she was fulfilling her life purpose, she felt tremendous anxiety. And that anxiety within you may be something that is afraid to fulfill your life purpose. So maybe it's something to be thinking about. Is it time to get a past life regression or to get some sort of energy healing or a soul retrieval or something to clear those fears at fulfilling your life purpose? I'm feeling like that's the cause of a lot of anxiety, but to quell that anxiety for right now, the best thing you can do is ground yourself. Okay? Now, this is our card for the weekend. And it is crystals. Now, this is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday card. And Friday the 13th is a full moon. So I find it interesting that the crystals card came up with a full moon. This is from the Life Purpose deck. And it says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. The first thing they want me to say is that to remember, if you don't already, to cleanse your crystals that you have. Bathe it in the fresh full moonlight. They're saying to me that this is going to be a miraculous full moon. Whether it comes in the form of expected or unexpected outcomes, it will be miraculous one way or the other, even if it doesn't come to you like a light bulb going off on, the 13th itself. I feel like there are some miraculous things in the works. And I find it interesting that, both the middle of the week card and the end of the week card kind of go to grounding yourself and healing with crystals. Not only do you have a tremendous power to heal others, and if some of you have been thinking about crystal healing, this card is for you, but it's also a good source to heal yourself. I love the Crystal Bible, because when I go to buy crystals or to get crystals, I just go as I'm guided, and I don't necessarily always remember either the names or the healing power of the crystals. So I love something like the Crystal Bible that is a great reference for that. Okay, now let's look to see what our bonus card is here. And it is assertiveness. And it says, the situation can be healed and gently and with love as you've requested, yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness with the other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving your strength and guiding your words. The first thing that they're saying to me is co-creating. You have to co-create with the universe your dreams. You pray, you dream, and you have to co-create. And part of that co-creation is asserting yourself into doing things that you want and not doing things that you don't want. I read something on Facebook, and I believe it was Paul Coelho, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, that said you have to make sure that when you're saying yes to somebody else, you're not saying no to yourself. And I had something that recently came up where it was something that, I didn't want to do, and I felt like I didn't get a choice. I just got pushed into it, just plans with somebody that just didn't feel right to me, and I finally had to speak up and speak my truth. And that's even hard for me. I consider myself a pretty assertive person, but we're all light workers, and in doing that, we want to help other people, and we forget sometimes to help ourselves. And so sometimes we lose a little bit of our power when we say yes and we don't mean yes. And so it was a good exercise for me in having to say no after I'd said yes, because it's okay for you to change your mind. What you have to do really is honor you. Doreen Virtue has a book called Assertiveness for Earth Angels, and if you haven't checked it out, I would encourage you to do that. So it looks to me like it's going to be a good week. I wish you all a wonderful week, and for the miracles that came up that are occurring as we are here together. I want to thank each and every one of you for being on earth with me and with us at this time, because it's a very important time. And you have a very special reason that you're here, even if you can't see what it is. So thank you for being you, and I will see you all next week.